Traders, we are going to reveal one of the most important yet one of the most difficult skills to master in trading. So stay tuned for that and stay till the end of the vid, guys, because I'm going to give you all of my trade ideas and we've got some great trades setting up as we speak. I've literally just entered a trade, which I will share with you as well. But let's start with the most important and most difficult skill in trading. And it may sound simple, but it is sitting on these things, right? It is sitting on your hands and doing nothing. If you don't have a setup, don't trade. And this goes against, again, everything you've ever been taught, right? It really does take some mental breaking, right? Because everything you've ever been taught is, again, the more you do, the more productive you are, the better the results. Right? You've never had a job where they say, sit over there, Tom, and just sit on your hands all day, right? No job tells you to do that, okay? But in trading, it is one of the most important skills. Now, let's understand that a little bit more, right? So you've got your plan, you've got your strategy, you just wait for a setup. Now, if you don't do that, right, and you don't sit on your hands, these are the things which will happen to you as a trader, right? So because you get frustrated and you're waiting all day, the first thing you'll do is start tweaking your strategy so that you find trades, right? You'll be, let's say you enter on the H4, you'll be like, let me drop down to the H1 and find some entries here, right? You'll go searching for trades, or you'll tweak your strategy so that it makes it okay to go searching for trades. That will kill your profit. It just will, right? The other thing you'll do is, potentially take trades that aren't top-notch A1 setups. You'll be like, oh, this is okay. This is sort of my strategy. And you'll enter trades again because you can't sit on your hands. And again, that will kill your profit, right? And also bear in mind, guys, right, as a trader, you're going to have times where your strategy isn't working at its full potential, right? But it's not the strategy, it's the market environment, okay? So I'll give you an example. I've had one trade since Monday. And this is it. I entered pound New Zealand dollar buy on Monday, and it literally hit target today. And that was because that was a big helping hand from the news. Okay. But I've had one trade. It's now Wednesday. Okay. Because I haven't had a setup apart from this one. Right. Now, yeah, if you don't sit on your hands, guys, it's going to cost you, okay? So you must sit on your hands. That is the number one important skill in trading, yeah? Otherwise, you'll start tinkering with things. You'll start looking for trades that aren't really there. So one of the ways to combat this is to just set alarms, guys, right? So let me just get out of that. So just set alarms. So let's look at a trade that we're looking at today, right? So I really like this level here, this grey zone, and we'll look at this in more detail in a minute. So all I'll do is right click and add an alert, right? And soon as price, or when price, or if price gets down to that level, the alarm will go, okay? Now, how does this help sitting on your hands? Because all I do, guys, is set up my alarms at areas that I like, okay? And when those alarms go, I then look at the screen. If you look at the screen all day, it will be very difficult for you to sit on your hands. Yeah. So don't stare at the screen all day. This will help you. Set alarms, and this will help you overcome this sitting on your hands. Go and, read a book, pick your nose, watch a series, whatever you like. Coffee with friends, right? Set your alarms up. Don't look at the screen. Right, so yeah, that is the most important skill. Sit on your hands, no setup, no trade. Now, guys, we are going to look at some trades, and I'm going to share a trade with you that I've literally just taken. All right, so let's start with this pair. So Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar is a really nice setup. guys, right? So let's look at the weekly chart first of all. So Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, you can see we're in this, you know, higher time frame channel, right? We're channeling between here and this trend line at the bottom here as well, guys, right? And if we zoom in, you can see we've had a super bullish weekly candle bounce off this trend line, right? So weekly, we really like buys, okay? Now, on the day chart, we have now had a structure break on the day chart. So if we get a weekly bounce off of support plus a day structure break, we love these setups. Okay, you can see here price was coming down, okay, and then bang, right, we have broken structure. We've broken all these lows, we've even broken we've broken all these highs, we've even broken this high, okay, and we've got a nice bullish candle that finished above the moving average 20, and we've got all this room to move into up to our next area of resistance, okay? And the catalyst for today, guys, is really Aussie dollar strength, okay? This is what we're looking at today, and this is the first example. Now let's drop down to the H4, and this is what I'm looking at, guys, right? So I really like this level, and I've put my alarm in here, but I've actually entered this trade, okay? So why have I entered this trade? So H4, we are in uptrend, okay? Price retraced a little bit, all right? And I entered, right? So why did I enter here? Because I can hide my stop below the last low, and it still has enough room to move into to get at least my 1:1 risk to reward. All right, so this is the trade that I am in, guys, right? I've literally just entered this trade. Let's bring up the Discord so you can see, guys. So this is where I put all of my trade ideas. So this is Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. This was the trade I'm speaking about, and I've already entered this trade because the risk to reward made sense, right? And I could hide my stop. Now, guys, if you want my trade ideas every single day, then please come join the VIP Trading Academy, okay? And right now, guys, if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers, you can actually get free access to this. In here, I share all of my trade signals, I give you all of my tutorials and strategies, and you get direct access to me, all right? So come join it, you won't be disappointed. Also, guys, while I'm talking about this, please come join our free Discord channel, right? Our trading community. If you want to speak to like-minded traders, share knowledge, ideas, have a chit chat, then come join our free Discord. And then finally, guys, don't forget the live stream today, 8 a.m. New York EST time. Come join us for that. So Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, that's the trade we're looking at, right? I'm already in this trade around here. We can wait for it to come a little bit lower as well, right? And take price back up to here. The next trade, actually, let me also say I really liked New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. But let me also show you this, guys, right? The New Zealand dollar is just so weak. Why is that? Because you can see that they reduced their interest rate. It was expected at 5.5 and it came out lower at 5.25. So we are seeing incredible New Zealand dollar weakness come into the market. Okay, now on the back of that, if we look at the day chart, before this big bearish candle, this New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar was also a beautiful trade entry, right? We've broken this level, but I'm staying away because of that New Zealand dollar news. And then my next trade idea, guys, is this is Aussie dollar, US dollar. So I said it's about Aussie dollar strength today, and it is, okay? Again, this is a very similar setup to Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar, right? We're at this trend line, right? You know, this channel, if you like. And if we zoom in, look how bullish that weekly candle is. right? Bouncing off of this trend line and this last piece of support. So super bullish weekly candle in a channel. And then if we look at the day chart, we discussed this yesterday in the live stream, right? This is actually in an uptrend. And now it's actually broke this important level of resistance, okay? And, right, we've got a nice bullish candle, okay? So we wasn't sure with this trade yesterday because it was holding on to this resistance level, but we get a big push of a daily candle. Now we're sure. Now we can start taking price back up to here. We're above the moving average 20 as well. So daily direction, yeah, daily and weekly for direction. Now we're going to look at the H4 to find where we can enter. And again, very similar setup to Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. So I'm going to put my alarm in here, right? That will be a nice place for it to retrace to. Okay, and we're just going to follow the H4, right? We're in a H4 uptrend. Price retraces into here. Moving average 20 catches up. Yeah, it will be a very nice level to enter and take price back up to that area of daily resistance. Okay, if I just zoom out, you can see there, guys. So yeah, retrace into here, buy it, take it back up to here. And yeah, those are my two main trade ideas, guys. So Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar buys, Aussie dollar, US dollar buys. But there are some other US dollar pairs as well. So pound US dollar. Yeah, I prefer Aussie dollar, US dollar. But, this bullish candle on pound US dollar, this would suggest this has price, room to go higher. Although we are at a bit of resistance through here, which is why I prefer Aussie dollar, US dollar. And also US dollar, Canadian dollar. All right, this is also a potentially nice trade, right? We're clearly in a downtrend, right? And yesterday's candle, broke these lows and it's very bearish, right? I still think we have room down to here, but I still prefer Aussie dollar, US dollar. All right, guys. So yeah, if you enjoyed the vid and the analysis, please subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash that like button. Don't forget to join me for the live stream, 8 a.m. New York EST time, and I'll see you later, guys.